Breaking news, frightening moments inside a Toys R Us store in Palm Desert. 2 people are shot and killed on one of the busiest shopping days of the year. Good evening, I'm Ellen Leyva in for Michelle Tuzzi.
I'm Mark Brown. This is Eyewitness News at 5, and we begin with that breaking story. Police say the deadly shooting involved 2 men who got into an argument, then a fight with each other inside the store. Dozens of shoppers watched in horror as they ran for the exits. Our Inland Empire Bureau Chief Bob Banfield is live in Palm Desert, about 120 miles east of L.A., with the latest on what happened. Bob.
And the investigation here is continuing, and there's a great many answers to questions that can't be answered at this particular time. But we do know the shooting occurred at 11:30 this morning. Now, why it occurred, why 2 people would take out guns and shoot at each other in a toy store crowded with holiday shoppers, well, that's just not clear at this hour.
Well, somebody's in here shooting at Toys R Us. So right then, I called my other daughter to come and get me because I didn't know what was going on. They said they couldn't release them out of the store, so I didn't know if it was the gunman that was holding people up, the police, or the employees. I didn't know. I just wanted to get here to make sure they was okay.
Dan Wilson and his sons were relieved when Mrs. Wilson was led out of the store after telling her story to the officers.
She called me in a panic, and I could hear the gunshots and just told her to hide. And she hid. She told her to turn off her ringer, and she hid and called me back. And the second call was hard. It was like a goodbye call, you know. Yeah, she was terrified.
Sergeant Gutierrez with the Riverside County Sheriff's Department said the guns fired were still in the store as the investigation continues.
The officers went inside and located 2 deceased Hispanic male adults. The deceased are towards the front portion of the store.
I'm gonna kill you! Yeah, you!
Officers were seen placing 3 people in patrol cars. 1 appeared to be a juvenile, 1 female, and at one point a family member of one of 2 men reportedly killed in the store lashed out at a suspect being detained. This afternoon, Toys R Us officials issued this statement, said we are outraged by the act of violence that occurred in Palm Desert and by the fact that anyone would compromise the safety and security of our customers and employees. We're working closely with local law enforcement on the specific details of what occurred. Our understanding is that the act of violence seems to have been the result of a personal dispute between the individuals involved. Therefore, it would be inaccurate to associate this event with Black Friday. All of the stores in this center are being impacted by the investigation that continues and will continue for several hours. As we mentioned before, 2 handguns have been recovered, and it's believed that the 2 people that were killed possibly were the people that took those handguns and used those handguns inside the Toys R Us store. Reporting live in Palm Desert, Bob Banfield, ABC 7 Eyewitness News.